Okay, hello everyone, how are you? This is Kay, good to see you again. Welcome back to my another live stream on my YouTube channel. Today is the 2nd of September on Tuesday. That was a long sick. It was more than 1 week. I was completely down last week. I couldn't do any live streams or any updates. Sorry for my absence on my YouTube channel last week. I think I got some virus and I have high fever and runny nose and sore throat and everything. But now, finally, I would say I recovered 90%. The rest of the 10% is my throat. Still a bit sore and sometimes I feel like coughing. But I have no fever and no runny nose. So now I am almost recovered. So hopefully you and your family members and everybody around you are safe and healthy these days. I didn't really expect that I get this in summertime, but yeah, it was quite long. So today, I want to go as far as my throat is okay, but I wanted to make it shorter, maybe 30 minutes or so, to analyze, deep dive into gold, because gold is now reaching the previous high. If you have seen the chart. So from the viewpoint of Ichimoku, let me do analysis and share it with you today. Okay, yeah, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, as I talk like this, I still already want to cough a little bit. So something very itchy inside in the throat. I have been taking some, like a cough liquid and also lemon, honey, ginger, every day, every single time, and yeah, it's coming along. So finally, yeah. And while I was in the bed, I was thinking like, even when I was sleeping, my chart appeared on my dream, and I was, analyzing and trading in my dream. It was a bit crazy. Because I think I was missing trading and I was missing, the charts. So although I check the chart at least once per day, every day, I didn't take any trades for the last 1 week. But I did in my dream, so that was a good experience, kind of. Okay, let me say hi to everyone. Himanshu and Philip, Ichimoku Trader, and Mario, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining today. And Eshwar and Sohail, Kitisak, and everyone, thank you very much for joining today. Just a quick announcement before I start. GTS October 2025 is now open, and there are 2 seats available. So this is to master my strategy for 3 months, and if you're interested, please let me know by email. The link is on the description of this live stream. So let me switch trading view. And here is gold weekly time frame. Yeah, so weekly time frame is I was kind of expecting the price to break the P wave bullish, because I will tell in a minute in the daily time frame. But as per weekly time frame, it's bullish as per Ichimoku, since Kumo itself has been getting thicker and bigger, and Kijun Sen angle is now up. And Chikou span has been above the candles. So I did the last analysis, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that I said it's bullish, and now it's reaching 3,500, which is the previous high and all-time high. And it's about to break that level, and it's going to 3,600. So it's going to be a new record in this gold. So from the weekly perspective, I see it's bullish. Although the market is now today resisted by 3,500, to me, it's bullish. So I think it continues, is my perspective, first of all. So in this case, I never still think to sell. Some people may think to sell here because the market reached at the top, but it's risky to sell because of Ichimoku situation. Especially what I focus here is the Kumo thickness. If the Kumo is too thin like before, then I would expect the price to range. But now Kumo has been developing, getting bigger and thicker, like you see here. So there's likely to break 3,500 and reach 3,600 is my perspective on this one. And in terms of the price action, I said it's a P wave, but we had the strong resistance level here, 3449.7, which I think I also mentioned it in Sunday's weekly forecast. But and last week, actually, on the week of the 25th of August, I was wondering if it breaks, and it didn't break. But this week, now it's breaking the previous resistance. Again, 34.48, so 47.7 to 48. So this breakout is quite significant to me. And due to this, Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is also up. And the market has been, for the last 3 weeks, has been supported by the Tenkan Sen. The last time actually the market closed below Tenkan Sen on the weekly time frame was on the week of 11th of August. If I zoom in like this way, then you can see that the market closed below the Tenkan Sen. And it's been a pattern, and I think I said this in Ichimoku Community, that Tenkan Sen breakouts did happen 3-4 times before. Like first time it happened here on the 12th of May, the market closed below Tenkan Sen, and then next week it came up above Tenkan Sen. And second time it happened was on the 23rd of June, the market again closed below Tenkan Sen, and on the following week it closed above Tenkan Sen. And same happened here on the week of the 21st of July, market closed below Tenkan Sen, and on the following week closed above. And the last time it happened was 11th of August. On the week of 11th of August, the market closed below the Tenkan Sen, and then now after that, on the week of 18th of August, it closed above the Tenkan Sen. So this is also to look for the patterns in the market. When you notice the pattern, then you know this time the market possibly breaks and go bullish this way. And it actually happened nicely this time. So this is something I wanted to add. This is a bit deeper analysis through Ichimoku, especially Tenkan Sen candlestick patterns. So this is something that I was expecting to break. I actually didn't trade gold. I did monitor, I did see the breakout, but because I was sick and I was having almost like 39 degrees body temperature, I wasn't able to focus. But no FOMO, I can always enter the market at the right timing. So when I enter the market, I will share it with you too. Okay, yeah, so that's my analysis on the weekly time frame first of all. Regarding the price actions, there was resistance level here, especially on the week of the 21st of July. There was a wick pointing up, and it was resisted by 34.47 area. So yeah, this breakout this week looks like it's significant so far. Okay, all right, good to see you. Thank you so much everyone for joining. All right, good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your comment. Yeah, my best advice is to have a large whiskey. Okay. Yeah, I think I will have whiskey a bit later. Yeah, right. It's more fun to be sick. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's nice to take a break like this way. It wasn't like a break. I didn't really enjoy the time when I was sick, of course. But it was nice to, I would say it was nice to, not trade for 1 week. I have been trading a lot these days, and I have been also experimenting the trades based on 5 lines and time cycles, Kyushu Ashi, and some other Ichimoku strategies. But I was forced to take a break, and now I feel so much refreshed, and I got like so much energy charged, like Kumo is flat or Bollinger Band squeezing, and now it's about to expand, and I can create some new trends, I feel. So yeah, in that sense, it was good. Okay, global market, good to see you. And Mario, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. Does your strategy works on different market assets? Yes, it does. It does. Ichimoku is universal. It can apply on any markets. Okay, Max, I've been eagerly waiting for you to share your Ichimoku strategy for gold. Haven't been it on KTS yet. Any chance you will reveal it on YouTube, please? Yes, it's already in KTS Master Community and Ichimoku Advanced Community. Please check the archive, and I shared exactly how I traded gold. Okay, all right. All right. Yeah, today I do gold analysis, and let's see if how my throat condition is gonna be. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to breathe now, and my throat is now very itchy. So I try not to push too much today. But I want to analyze one asset, for example, gold, in deeper level, so that you get different views, and so that you can apply this on any other market is my intention on YouTube. I don't want anyone to follow, but I want you to be able to think by yourself and trade by your own. Okay, sure, I have captured 50 points this week from gold. Oh, congratulations. That's great. That's great to hear. Okay. So now let me go to daily time frame. So that was my weekly perspective. And here is how the daily time looks like. So in the daily time frame, it was the clear P wave. P wave means triangle. If you squeeze all the way, zoom out like this way, then these two yellow lines are called P wave, because if you put one vertical line like this way, then this is looking like the shape of P, letter P in alphabet. So this is the P wave in Ichimoku way. You can actually call it also like a triangle in Western way, of course. But yeah, so P wave, I've seen it, and I was expecting to break bullish. Especially on the last point here, there was a Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, gold cross. And by the time it gold crossed, the market already broke the P wave bullish here. So P wave breakout together with the gold cross of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and that was very significant. And plus, there was smaller P wave, as you can see here. So this is P wave within the P wave. And this is also mentioned in one of the Ichimoku original books. That was, I think, the very first volume of Ichimoku original book. P wave within P wave was mentioned. And so that then it broke bullish. And I have seen the market is up, but because I was sick, I couldn't focus. I just monitored, and then it has reached the previous high, 3,500. And the market was resisted at 3,500 because of mainly three reasons. One is simply this was a previous resistance level, as you know already. And second is that this is the psychological number. 3,500 is the round number. Psychological number you may know already. So usually the markets are how do you say, like reacted by those round numbers. So that's second reason. And the third is the Kumo thickness. Weekly Kumo was thick and developing. However, daily Kumo has been very thin. So that means on the daily basis, when the market reaches 3,500, the market retraces. But on the weekly basis, it's bullish. In fact, on the weekly time frame, it's now a bullish candlestick, right? And it may break potentially bullish. But on the daily time frame, Kumo has been thin. So what that means and how the market is going to look like most likely is that the market either closes below 3,500 today, most likely it's going to happen, and then it consolidates for a few days, like 2-3 days for example, and that will make the Kumo to be thicker and bigger. If you know the calculation of the Kumo, then when this happens, Senko span B most likely becomes flat, and Senko span A becomes up and flat, like this way. So Kumo shape itself is actually flat, but the distance between Senko span A and Senko span B becomes wider, and that's making the Kumo thicker, and that this is the setup to break out in Ichimoku perspective. Again, now Kumo is too thin, so there's no setup to break. Well, sometimes it breaks, and in that case, you can just simply follow. But usually when the Kumo is thin like this, then it's being resisted. Especially this is the round number, 3,500. So that's the third reason why I thought it's going to be resisted by here. So when you see other markets like this, then you can expect the market won't break. So if you're running profits, I recommend to take profit for now and see how it goes. If it breaks tomorrow, for example, then you re-enter the market and follow. If the market retraces, then no trade. If the market consolidates, no trade, but you can wait for the breakout again, and that's going to be most likely true to trade. When you see this, the market went up all the way to 3,500, you may feel FOMO. Do you feel FOMO? Or do you feel that you missed out the chance, opportunity to trade? Like I said, markets are moving 24 hours with or without you. So it's like looking for a taxi on the street, or looking for the post office on the street, or something like that. Even if you miss today, or even if you miss opportunity this moment, there's going to be the next one if you wait. So you have to wait for patiently until the next opportunity comes at this moment. In this time, you never want to buy nor sell. So that's daily time frame analysis. So again, there was a Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen gold cross above the Kumo exactly on the 28th of August, and that was a trigger of the breakout of the P-wave as well as the continuation of the trend. When Kumo thin like this, I usually say that this is overbought. But overbought is somehow overbought, I would say 50% right and 50% wrong. What I mean by overbought is that it's more like overheated market. So when it's overheated, when Kumo thin like this, that means the strength is there. So it can break the resistance and continues. And when it continues bullish, it goes really fast. Like this, I wave usually happens. So it's risky to jump into the market because the retracement can happen anytime. But at the same time, if you can capture the right timing to enter the market when the Kumo thin like this, then you can ride on the trends nicely. So this is kind of like a double-edged sword. You may be able to make profits in the short term, bigger profits in the short term, or you may lose also as the market retraces quickly. So this is, if you want to enter trade like this situation, you really have to know how to risk management properly. Sometimes I enter the market when Kumo thin. Maybe you've seen my monthly performance in the month of July. I think one of my trades was when Kumo was thin, but I was able to ride because of the risk management. But if you're not familiar, then I recommend to simply stay away for this one. Okay. Yeah, okay, so tomato, I just saw your message. That was exactly what I mentioned. 12 months time frame, 12-minute time frame. The Kumo is very thin. Right, daily time frame Kumo is very thin, so it's overbought. So that's exactly what I mentioned on this gold. So any other things, any other questions, comments about gold, feel free to comment on the chat here. Hello, Babak. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, Mario, I want to say thank you for your previous YouTube lives. It has helped me understand Ichimoku better, and because of that, I passed 10K challenge. Congratulations. That's a great achievement. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. So please don't be overconfident just because you passed the challenge. Your real journey just started. So please be more careful. Please be more disciplined to trade. In Japanese, we say after you win the fight, you tighten the string on your helmet. That means, even if you win the fight, don't let your guard down. You better let your guard up and more firm, because there may be some bigger opponents coming, and that's kind of the psychology that we usually refer to in Japanese, one of the proverbs. So you pass challenge, congratulations. So tighten the strings of your helmet even more and continue. Then you should be okay in the long run. Okay, yeah, Gabby, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Okay, all right, yeah. So that was 12 months, half a year candlestick. Okay. Right. Okay. So let me see. Oh, is there something wrong on the internet? Let me see. Let me quickly check something here. Okay, there may be some delay over here, but let me just continue. So that was daily time frame analysis, and let's see. Let me check 1 hour, and then I think I have to finish the live stream because my throat is now becoming so itchy and I don't really feel now comfortable. I'm almost like coughing and excusing myself. But here is 1 hour time frame, and according to 1 hour, it's ranging. Right now, it's ranging, and if you closely look at the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, you can see that. Hold on, let me hide the candlesticks. This is the scenario, what may happen in 1 hour. So here is Tenkan-sen, the blue Tenkan-sen is now below Kijun-sen, dead crossing. So when Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross, this means that this is the end of bullish trend. It doesn't mean that the market goes bearish. This is the end of the bullish trend, and it's happening in 1 hour time frame. So still, Chikou span is above the candlesticks. So it's bullish momentum. From here, the market may be, looks like the market has been now supported by 1 hour trend line, like this way. So the market may be bouncing and breaks eventually. Like this way is, I think, my scenario for now. Yeah, so looks like 3,500 is really strong. In this case, most likely when the market reaches 3,500 again, then there is going to be a seller's pending order to sell. I can kind of see the selling pending orders over here, and so that means most likely, considering daily Kumo shape as well, when the market reaches here, you won't break. It's going to be resisted and retrace, resisted and retrace. So whether the price is going to be supported by the trend line, or even 1 hour Kumo becomes the crucial. If it doesn't break, then most likely it goes bullish. But if the market goes into Kumo or comes below the trend line, then no trade. That's the scenario. So that means when you see the bounce on the trend line, next time you can buy. That's one of the buying entry timing. And see if it breaks. If it doesn't, you exit with break even and you continue because again, weekly is bullish. Weekly Kumo is nice and healthy bullish. So it's buyers are here than sellers on the weekly time frame. But on this 1 hour time frame, it's almost like break even. So that's why it's ranging now. So since weekly is buyers are dominating over sellers, eventually the market's gonna break bullish, but we just really don't know when. So in this case, it's a good idea also to buy at the discount price and put the stop loss below the trend line or below the swing low. And once it breaks, you simply exit and don't risk too much on this particular situation. Only risk, I would say 2% or even 1% of your capital and see if it breaks. And if it breaks, you not only make profits on the trade you have already, and also you add more positions, compound your profits in this way. That's a safer way to to make profits with a risk management in this way. Yeah, so Chikou span becomes the key here in 1 hour. As long as Chikou span is above the candlesticks, most likely it breaks the resistance as well. But if the Chikou span touches the candlesticks today or within few days, then the market most likely becomes range. And if Chikou span becomes below the candles, then by the time I think the market is going to break the ascending trend line, and it may break the 1 hour Kumo bearish, and it may continue bearish to either daily Tenkan Kijun Sen or even weekly Tenkan Sen. Yeah, for now, looks like last week the market has been nicely supported by the Kijun Sen multiple times, but today the market broke the Kijun Sen bearish, and this is a big change in this history in 1 hour time frame. So market is not respecting the Kijun Sen anymore in 1 hour. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think the market becomes range for few hours or even within today. And because we have lots of big news, fundamental news this week, including non-farm payrolls in the US, we have lots of big news. So one of these big news can trigger the market to break the resistance, and the trend may continue after that trigger. That's also a possible scenario. But for now, I would stay away, or I would wait until the price to come a bit closer to the trend line. But not only that, I want to confirm the bounce and then plan to buy. That's one of my plans for gold. Because I know when the market breaks 3,500, it can reach 3,600. So this is a good time to buy before the breakout. So this is my analysis on gold. So whoever traded gold, and if you're still holding the gold trade, I recommend you to just exit for now and take profit and monitor based on the analysis I did today. Yeah. Hello, Vic. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. And James, good to see you too. All right. Oh yeah, tomato, that makes really sense. Yeah, 12 months candlestick is a yearly candlestick. Okay, that really makes sense. Yeah, thanks for explanation. Okay. Yeah, exactly. The August was a bit quiet. August has been a bit quiet, and I think I remember August was quiet last year as well. July was more active, seems like, than August these days. And September becomes more active than August usually. So yeah, so let me see. So let's monitor this one and to see if it breaks 3,500. Again, daily time frame. So sorry, weekly time frame. Kumo has been developing nicely and getting thicker and bigger, so it takes a bit time to load the chart. I hope it's not really lagging on the video, hopefully. But weekly Kumo has been nicely developed. Kijun Sen is up, so I don't really see any retracing sign based on weekly time frame. However, daily time frame shows the Kumo has been very thin. Hold on, let me wait until it pops up. Looks like it's quite heavy today. The internet is a bit slower today. Yeah, so here's a daily time frame. Kumo shape is very thin. The area between Senko span A and B is narrow. So it's overbought. And the market most likely will close below 3,500 today. And then I think the market will range for a few days after this. And 1 hour time frame is now range. After Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, dead crossing, this is not bullish trend anymore. So let's see if the market retraces and bounce on a trend line or not. So this is detailed breakdown analysis on gold today. And I've seen other Forex markets and they are a bit quiet today. So that's why I thought it's nice to cover gold today. And I got some emails about gold, how to trade or what to do with the gold these days. I got some questions, requests. So that's why I also wanted to cover it on today's YouTube. Yeah, so there are some nice breakouts on Forex, but relatively Forex pairs are more quiet this week. Okay, let me see. AUD JPY is a big climb. Yeah, AUD Swiss franc range. Swiss franc JPY was bullish. My target this week is 186.03. And today seems to be breakout of the resistance 184.07. That's why I put the arrow up like this way. And my target is again 186.03. We have about 70 pips or so to trade. Actually, much more than that, 150 pips or so room to trade. So that's nice. Swiss franc JPY. Okay, so I guess I will finish the live stream today. Yeah, my throat condition is not 100% yet, so sorry today's live stream is a bit shorter. But it was really nice seeing you, nice seeing your chat, and thank you for your participation on today's live stream. Hope to see you again soon. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.